What happens when you stack over 500% area of effect in a build that uses multiple heralds and has a powerful explosion effect in Path of Exile? Well, this is what happens. Welcome to the best Autobomber build that you will ever see in the history of Path of Exile. Let's just skip introductions as the clips shown in the background speak for themselves. We are an Elementalist, easily the strongest Ascendancy in the game right now. First we take the newly buffed Liege of the Primordial. This node doubles the bonuses granted by our golems, makes them immune to all elemental damage, automatically resummons them after 4 seconds, and increases their maximum count to 3. This is easily 2 Ascendancy points in one. And that's not all. Every golem has been buffed to provide 2 different bonuses instead. Anyway, next we go for Bringer of Ruin. This node both increases and reduces Herald's buff effect and reservation by 66% respectively. We are using 3 Heralds here, so this node is a must-have. For our third lab we go for Mastermind of Discord. We take this one for its 25% added resistance penalty to exposures we inflict. Our Awakened Penetration Gem inflict exposure for us, for a total of 35% minus resistance applied to enemies. Last but not least, we got Heart of Destruction. This node grants you 30% more elemental damage for 4 seconds after hitting a unique enemy, and 60% increased area of effect otherwise. This is great, because you always get area of effect bonuses while mapping, and you get the elemental damage boost whenever you need it the most. But with that we are done with our Ascendancy. Now let's go over our passive tree. Our tree focuses on power charges, power charge scaling nodes, area of effect and area damage, spell crit chance and crit multi, herald damage and reservation, increased golem bonuses, lightning damage, and life. Next we have one large cluster jewel setup. This one adds the following notables: Thunderstruck and Oriani's Lesson. From here we branch off into 2 identical medium cluster jewels. Both of them adds the following notables: Vast Power and Towering Threat. Next for mastery choices, we got hits have 15% chance to treat enemies' resistances as inverted, auras from our skills have 10% increased effect on us, 8% increased damage per aura or herald affecting us, 40% of physical damage converted to lightning, and plus 25% to critical strike multiplier against unique enemies. But with that we are done with our tree. Now let's go over items. Firstly we have the signature wand for any spellcaster, and that is Void Battery. This one increases our maximum power charge count and grants us lots of spell damage for each one we have. The cast speed bonus is also nice for maintaining high blade count on Blade Vortex. This is almost best in slot, only beaten with a rare wand like this one. This is a high-end wand that comes with +2 levels to Blade Vortex and a bunch of generic mods like increased spell damage, crit chance, and crit multi. It's about 20% more damage compared to using a second Void Battery, so only go for it if you have lots of currency laying around. Anyway, next we have Impulsa Unique Chest, ideally corrupted with +2 to the level of socketed duration gems. Impulsa is a forgotten relic that provides one of the strongest clearing effects in Path of Exile. It causes shocked enemies to explode, dealing 5% of their maximum life as lightning damage to nearby enemies. This effect cannot chain off of itself because it doesn't shock. We circumvent this by using a rare pair of gloves with the Searing Exarch implicit that causes shocks you inflict to spread to nearby enemies. This implicit converts Impulsa into a better clearing machine than a legacy explode chest. We added this implicit to rare gloves that provides a total of 60% physical damage converted to lightning across both implicit and explicit modifiers. You get 20% from an Eldritch implicit and 35% conversion from Unveiled at prefix. This alongside our mastery is 100% lightning conversion. Aside from these things, you are looking for life and resistances. Anyway, our next item is a rare influenced helm with +1 maximum power charge warlord mod crafted on it. You are looking to get this alongside life and crit multi. Having resistances here is just extra. It's either this or you use any unique helm corrupted with +1 maximum power charge until you have enough currency. Anyway, next we have a double influenced amulet with both increased movement speed hunter mod and increased area of effect elder mod. On this we crafted the suffixes to have crit multi and dexterity. This is important to satisfy Blade Vortex high attribute requirements. Anyway, here we have anointed infused on our amulet as it represents the last power charge that we couldn't manually afford to allocate on our passive tree. Now for our rings, we have a precursor emblem with +1 maximum power charges. This is mandatory. Having life regen and or increased movement speed per power charge is completely optional. We copied the effect of this ring via Calendra's Touch, as doing this will always be cheaper than buying a second ring with a power charge on it. Now for our boots, we got Tailwind / Elusive boots with increased movement speed, life, and a resistance roll. Next for our belt slot, we have two options. We either use Headhunter or Mage Blood. This time around we went with Mage Blood despite it providing less mapping power simply to increase this build defenses, allowing it to deal with uber bosses. But with that we are done with our items. Now let's go over gems that goes inside of them. For our main 6-link setup we have level 21 Blade Vortex, Power Charge on Crit, Awakened Lightning Penetration, Inspiration, Increased Critical Damage, and max level Arcane Surge support. Anyway, next we got the 4-link aura setup. We got Wrath, Purity of Fire, Herald of Ice, and level 4 Enlighten. Now for our golem setup, we got Summon Flame Golem, Summon Stone Golem, Summon Chaos Golem, and level 4 Enhance. Next we got the 4-link damage support setup. In it we have Herald of Purity, Herald of Ash, Righteous Fire, and Summon Lightning Golem, which will solve all of your mana issues. Only consider using Righteous Fire if you got enough life regen like me. Anyway, now for our wand sockets. In the first one we got Steel Skin, Automation Support, and level 1 Arcane Surge. This setup will trigger and maintain 100% uptime on Arcane Surge buff. This is important because the Arcane Surge support in our main 6-link only provides its damage multiplier to Blade Vortex if you have Arcane Surge buff active, regardless of how it was generated. Our second 3-link setup has some leftover gems. We got level 1 Precision, level 1 Vitality, and Portal. But with that we are done with our gems. Now let's go over jewels. First of all, for our Watcher's Eye, we got increased life recovery rate while affected by Vitality, and gained 25% of physical damage as extra lightning while affected by Wrath. Next we have 1 Forbidden Flame and 1 Forbidden Flesh jewels. Both of these must mention Forbidden Power Occultist Ascendancy node. This one grants us 1 additional power charge and further scales our area of effect and area damage for each one we have. Next we are using 1 Militant Faith Timeless jewel that mentions High Templar Dominus specifically. Place it in this socket to maximize its effect. This jewel will convert all nearby keystones into Inner Conviction. Inner Conviction grants us 3% more spell damage per power charge. Now this jewel could convert an important notable within its range into something random. If this happens, you will have to buy a different one. Now the last jewel we are using in this build is Melding of the Flesh. This one caps all 3 of our maximum elemental resistances by the highest one instead. Here we focused on increasing our maximum fire resistance with a Ruby Flask and Purity of Fire. And while we couldn't hit the 90% cap, we are sitting at a comfortable 86 all maximum resistances, which is good enough. Anyway, now for Bandits Quest, we are going to help Oak. As for Pantheons, we got the Soul of the Brine King and the Soul of Ralakesh. But with that we are done with the best Autobomber build in the history of Path of Exile. If you guys have enjoyed this video, then feel free to leave a like and maybe consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any future build guide like this one. My name is Phoenix and I will see you all in the next video.